Oh, oh, oh,
Nah, man, I gotta get to this. Let me get to this real quick. I'll holler at you. All right. North of Atlanta, born and raised. Bieber music took most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool. Floaties on while I swim in the pool. When a couple of guys wanted me in math, I said, nah, I'm gonna try speech pass. Sang one time, and my mom looked at me. How I became the Singing SLP. Hey. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of the Singing SLP. My name is Kevin James Simmons. You already know that. And we got the lovely
Maddie Ann Begannon.
That's right, to my left. Today, classmates, we are going to discuss our client, who's a 49-year-old male who sustained a CVA on December 17th, 2010. Our client was diagnosed with aphasia. Some of the weaknesses we observed in the case history were repetitions, word fluency, sentence completion, sequential commands, comprehension of sentences, spelling, which was a huge factor because we will be utilizing spelling in our activity, writing output, writing to dictation, and writing dictated letters and numbers. His present level of functioning, we noticed that he used 2 to 3 word utterances, gestures, and a notepad to facilitate conversation. So you'll see in the activity that we use a notepad.
The goal we're targeting with this client in this activity is that the client will utilize writing skills to produce a script on a given topic with minimal cueing. That is the short-term goal. So the client clinician will pick a topic that's relevant to the client's life and interests, and the client will come up with 3 questions and answers to those questions that they might come across in a conversation about the given topic. That script that the client will write down is then used to practice a functional conversation between the client and clinician. Populations that could benefit from this activity include individuals with aphasia that have deficits with verbal expression, those who need help with topic maintenance, and people with anomia. For our data collection during the planning portion, or the first part where the client is coming up with the questions and answers, the clinician will monitor that, look for errors in the written script and things like that. For the facilitation of the practice conversation, we will use an adaptive version of the Likert scale. So the clinician will rate the client on how well they can convey the main ideas that they come up with in their written script. They will also have a space to mark for semantic paraphasias, self-corrections, long pauses, and other things like that. For this activity, the client clinician will pick a topic that's relevant to the client's life and interests, and then the client will build a conversational script by coming up with 3 questions and then answers to those questions. Then the client clinician will practice a functional conversation using this script as a basis. So the clinician will start by modeling something based off the topic. For this instance, we're using baseball. So the clinician will give a model that's approximately 3 or 4 sentences long about baseball, and then they will ask the client to start producing their script. As far as cues and prompts go, the client will have a piece of paper and they will be able to use semantic feature analysis or use the paper for word finding and help with fluency. The clinician, during the planning process, if the client is stuck, they can also prompt them by asking who, what, when, where, why, how type questions to get the client rolling. So materials, we got writing utensils.
Bada boom, bada bang, you know what I'm saying?
And a semantic feature analysis chart. It's beautiful.
And a pencil. That's key.
What did you want to talk about today? What's the topic?
I would love to talk about baseball.
Baseball, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, what we're going to do is I'm going to have you come up with 3 questions, and then we're going to go and answer those questions, and they're all going to be about baseball. So things that we would talk about if we're having a conversation about baseball, like if you're talking to your neighbor, what kind of things would come up in that conversation. So for me, here are a few things that I could say about baseball.
Okay.
So my brother played baseball. I always spent my summers at the ballpark watching him. My dad's favorite team is the Orioles, but we've never actually made it up to Maryland to see a game there. So I've never seen an Orioles home game. If you're having a conversation with someone, maybe what would you ask them about baseball?
What's your favorite baseball team?
That's a good one. How about
Yeah.
you write that one down?
Okay.
Should you just wait?
Is this how you spell favorite?
Well, you're almost there. That's supposed to be an O. You want to sound it out?
Favor. Okay. Okay.
You want to finish the word baseball? I see you have B-A-S.
Okay.
What comes next?
E.
Uh-huh.
B-A-L-L.
Awesome. And how do you end a question?
With the question mark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. What else might you talk about with someone?
Who's your favorite player?
Yeah. You want to write that one down?
Okay.
Awesome. Can we think of one more? What might someone ask you about baseball? Maybe about recent events? Was there a game?
Who won the World Series?
Yeah. You want to write that down?
Okay.
We can make it a little bit more specific to help out our conversation partner. Which World Series are you talking about? The most recent one?
Yes, the most recent one.
Okay. Awesome. So how would you answer these questions? What's your favorite baseball team?
I love the Atlanta Braves.
Okay. You want to
Yeah.
write that answer in?
Okay.
So who's your favorite player? Are they on the Braves? Are they on a different team?
Well, aside from Kevin Simmons, I would I would probably say Chipper Jones.
Okay. You want to write his name down?
Okay.
Okay. Who won the World Series this past year?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right. You want to write that one in?
All right.
All right. So we're going to practice this like it's a conversation you're having with a friend. And you can use the whiteboard to jot things down if you need to remember.
Okay.
Or the semantic feature analysis. Do you remember how that works with use, group, location, action, properties, and association?
I think I remember.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Kevin, what's your favorite baseball team?
They look red. They're in Atlanta. I kind of forgot.
Okay, but they're in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So why don't you write location,
Okay.
Atlanta? And what group would they be in? What are we talking about?
They're a baseball team.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said
let's
properties,
see.
they're red.
They're red. They play.
They play? Is that
Yeah.
which one is that? Is that use, association?
That's gonna be action.
Right. There you go.
The Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, do you have a favorite player?
Chipper Jones.
What team is he on?
The Atlanta Braves.
Okay. Who won the World Series?
They're blue.
Mhm.
So I would put it
So
in
we'll take that off.
properties.
They're blue.
Yeah. I think they're in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be a location.
Uh-huh. They're also a baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the Dodgers.
So that was kind of like the basic level of this activity. You can make it harder by making the conversation longer, by asking them to take more spontaneous conversation turns. After they answer a question, they have to reciprocate and ask the clinician what was their favorite baseball team, things like that.
Classmates, do you have any questions? Any? Okay, good. Welcome, not welcome. Goodbye and have a great evening. Thank you. Bye. Peace, love, happiness, joy, servitude, everything. Okay. That's our case of the 49-year-old male.
Case of the 49-year-old man. Sounds like you got the flu.
Oh my God.
Elton!
What's her name? Willie!
We're gonna finish before 10.
I look good. Yeah, you hit me.
That was a good section. Starting my section ever.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that an ER? It's an OR, bro. I think we're great, but I don't think we'll ever get like a clean. You think we can get a clean cut?
I don't know. I'm just trying to help you.
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right, you want to write that one in?
All right. Oh, I got how to spell loss.
You got it?
I think I got it. I think I got it.
You realize this guy is just 50, right?
The Dodgers.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not. I'm not. My bad. 3, 2. Okay.
He sustained a cerebral, sustained a CVA on December 17th.
Ready? Yeah, I'm ready.